Okay. All right, so first let's start by stating your full name.
My name is William Simmons. I'm administrator of Aransas Pass Moose Lodge 2063.
And how were you impacted by Hurricane Harvey? You personally.
I had to go find a new home, so I was displaced. I don't want to say I lost everything, but I had to find a new place to live.
And then how about the Moose Lodge that you administrate?
Well, the Moose Lodge, we lost a quarter of our roof. And in the process of losing a quarter of our roof, the hurricane force winds blew directly through and we lost all the ceiling, damaged our offices to where there was nothing left. Damaged the lodge severely, but I wouldn't say where there was nothing left. Lost about half of our contents, and lost all of our offices.
And how has BWB helped with the Moose?
Well, they hit the ground running, believe it or not. They cleaned our debris out like right away. It only took, I would say, less than a week to clean out the debris and have everything where it was pretty much functioning. The roof is still not on, but they tarped it and they actually built a wall between where the damage was and where there wasn't as much damage. Cleaned all that out, so we were functioning probably within, at least on a limited basis, about a week and a half into it.
Awesome. And have you ever heard of Burning Man before BWB came?
Now, I heard of Burning Man, but I never heard of Burners Without Borders. It's kind of weird how that worked. I had heard of what they do. It was pretty awesome, and looking at some of the YouTube videos and stuff. And it was just a passing that you surf the internet and then you find something. And so I'd heard of Burning Man before and what they do in Nevada. Never heard of Burners Without Borders. So that I had to research. Once I was approached to house Burners Without Borders at our lodge. So I had to do research on that fairly quickly. But yeah, and the research I did, I mean, it's just been amazing. I mean, the both groups, which are kind of the same, but.
Yeah. Burning Man, there's just like Burners Without Borders of people who go to Burning Man and other regional events and
right.
then engage in civic works and stuff. So yeah, no, that's a pretty cool thing that it worked out. So what was one thing that you've learned since about burners that surprised you?
This is going to surprise even burners, but the thing that surprised me the most is how frugal you are with the dollars that is sent to you. It's just amazing. They built picnic tables out of wood that was in damaged homes. They would measure them up, cut them up, and the picnic tables look brand new. I don't know. I know you built at least two, probably more. Five, okay. We built 5 picnic tables. I had been out. I saw the first 2, and they were pretty awesome. So that's the thing that surprised me the most is how frugal you are with the dollars that are donated to you.
And knowing what you know now, about Burning Man through your Burners Without Borders contact, if someone had offered you the opportunity to go to Burning Man and experience that thing, would you be interested?
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, that's one of the first things. There are quite a few people that I talked to about it, and they were like, "Oh, that'd be awesome if you go. That'd be awesome." I mean, and I don't know enough about it to know, but I would like to go with the burners that were here. I know they're all from different areas, but I mean, at least the Corpus Christi group.
So in other words, you probably feel right at home at the Burners Without Borders theme camp on Playa.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you'd be surrounded by people that you had prior experience.
Right.
Well, that's a lot of how a lot of us get there.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of that. I mean, I would go as long as there was the core group from Corpus Christi, or even people that I knew that came from other areas, to be with, because it would be fun otherwise. I mean, if you don't have somebody to share the fun with.
Well, you may be surprised, but
That's part of the fun, making new friends out there.
so do you have any thoughts or comments about your experience with BWB?
Well, it's going to be along with a surprise. I didn't want to use like 20 surprises I had, but one of the things is that I found the burners to have a higher percentage of intellectuals in their group than the normal public or other nonprofits. Like in our nonprofits, I'm not saying you have to be intellectual, but in our nonprofit we have the base of like 70 to 80% of people who just come and have a small part in our lodge, whereas I would say 90% of the burners have a large part in what they do. I mean, there are those that come in. It was amazing that somebody came in from Philadelphia, 2 guys from Philadelphia. They cleared out our office, took down all the drywall, made sure all the electric was safe, and then they go, okay, that's our day, and then they went back to Philadelphia. So, I mean, that's kind of amazing that, you have groups that'll come down just for like a small part and go, and then you have people who are here for the long haul, who've been here months with their own families and stuff. So they're here months, they go back for a couple weeks to visit with their family, and then they come back. I mean, that's very amazing.
Awesome. And what was your favorite experience so far in hosting disaster camp?
As weird as it sounds, the burns. I mean, the effigy of a spider, that was my favorite. I mean, the burns have been good. We've had interaction from the lodge members out there at your burns. They've actually come. I mean, not everybody, but some. And I would just hope that all our lodge members have a chance to talk with you guys, because if you don't, you think what you think and it's not right.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, the burners have been awesome since they've been here. They've been great with, taking care of the place, and they've been great in helping the community.
So we wrapped up the most of the normal interview portion. I figured we'd go off script just for a minute.
Okay.
Just to get some extra B-roll stuff, because more casual conversational in the general sense. What was I going to talk about? Oh, okay, constituency. So Moose Lodge members and burners getting together. And
Right.
This is one of the things that I noticed too around a campfire.
Right.
That we have a lot of Moose members that come and just hang out.
Right.
And the feel to me has been more of one of family than as a working relationship.
Right. That's how we basically are at the Moose. Is we're basically a family who get together to do things for other people in the community, and children. We have children that we assist and the elderly. So I would say our group last year gave about $129,000 to the community in actual dollars, and then other as far as time goes. But we are a family here, and I was very glad to see that they extended that family relationship to you guys out there. I mean, I say out there, for those that don't know, they're camping on part of our 10 acres, and that's where they're living. And one thing that was really cool is that they got together to try and have you guys hot showers. I mean, if you ask for something, Moose members are gonna go, hey, let's get that done. And I think that you guys were very well accepted. They came down and interviewed Burning Man for our Moose magazine. So if anybody's out there a Moose and they see that, I would encourage them to read it. It's a good story.
Is it already out?
And no, it'll be out, I think, in December.
December. Awesome. Yeah, when that hits, we'll go ahead. We'll issue a press release as well for our people so they can
Sure.
be aware. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had wanted to cover. I mean, the synergy that we had in missions when we came. When we came, it was our intent to help the disabled, the elderly, and the children. And so I think that's one of the ways in which we found resonance with your NGO. And it's the hope that we'll be able to participate and continue until Christmas.
Oh, sure.
So
And one of the things I
Christmas
want to tell people is that the work is far from done. I mean, yes, there's businesses open, but I would only say 20% of the businesses are open in Aransas Pass. Our business is open, but our roof is still not fixed. I mean, there's a lot. We only got internet, and we got internet about October 20th. So in frame of reference, the hurricane was on August 27th, and so it took that long to get internet, phone, and there's still areas of Aransas Pass that don't have that, and there's still areas of Aransas Pass. A lady today asked me about, can I get help fixing my roof and my floor and stuff. I mean, there's still a lot of people who don't have things fixed, and there's a lot of work to be done.
We're in the first mile of a marathon.
That was a nice wrap. That's good.
We're in the first mile of a marathon.
Yep, it's a long way to come. All right, well, that's all I got for now, man. Thanks. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
I thought about it before I did all that.